Welcome to my presentation. My name is peta. I'm here to present you my lesson plan. Subject Life Orientation Grade 9. Topic Respecting Diversity in South Africa. In this presentation, I will link my lesson plan and teaching methods to the key aspects of JLZ 300, focusing on instructional communication and the classroom as a social space. These lessons help learners explore and value the diverse cultures, religions, and identities that make up South African society. The goal is to promote mutual respect, empathy, and tolerance, key skills for building a democratic and inclusive community. Into relevancy of JLZ, where effective instructional communication, managing classroom interaction, promoting inclusivity and learners' participation is very important. JLZ 300 has guided me in understanding how communication influences teaching and learning. It emphasizes using clear verbal and non-verbal communication, adapting teaching style to the learner's needs, and creating a supportive classroom environment where every learner feels valued and welcome. Link to instructional communication theory, where I will apply transactional model of communication where both teachers and learner actively exchange ideas. This will focus in two-way communication. Both teacher and learner influence the lesson dynamic. Example, you initiate a discussion. Why is it important to respect culture difference? Learner response, debate, and you adjust the explanation based on their response. And I will also focus on constructive approach. It guides my lesson design, allow learner to build understanding through interaction and reflection. Strategic like active listening, effective questioning, visual aids help me to concept more relatable and engage. This theory, learner construct knowledge through experience and interaction. Instruction is learner-centered. Example, students work in groups to create diversity colleague, showing various South African culture using drawing or magazine card. This hand-on activity help learners to internalize the concept. Looking into instructional communication in practice, for example, I will begin with a class discussion that encourages learners to talk about experience with diversity, promoting open and empathy. Group activities allow for peers learning and foster teamwork. Finally, learners will reflect on their learning, which reinforce communication and self-expression. Classroom as a social space. I view classroom as a social space, a community where learners interact, negotiate meaning, and learn from one another. My lesson design encourage dialogue, share problem solving, respect for all voices, ensure each learner feels seen and heard. During the group activities, learners work together to showcase different culture elements of South Africa. This activity reflects the classroom as a social space because the students communicate negotiate, and collaborate to present and share understanding of diversity. Open discussion allow learners to express their personal experience, promote sense of belonging, mutual respect. This approach helps students to see the classroom as more than just a place for academic learning. It's a space for social interaction, understanding, and building a community. Managing diversity. I will use different strategies into my lesson to manage the diversity. I'll use differentiate instruction to meet different learning needs, intentionally mix learners from diverse background in group. I also use inclusive language and real-world example to ensure cultural relevancy. And stereotype were addressed through guided discussion, emphasize respect and understanding, acknowledging and valued acknowledging and valued activity are designed to highlight South African culture, different language, religion, diversity. Students are encouraged to share culture experience, promote respect, appreciate for difference. Where they will collaborate, learning mixed group, where I will mix different learners from different background. We will force to work together and socialize. Classroom norm and respect communication ground rules are established to discuss. And also learners are encouraged to reflect on their own bias and consider how they can respect diversity in every life, which it will fostering inclusion, diversity, equity, and inclusion. Learner-led discussion gave everyone a voice. The respect encouraged personal commitment to inclusivity, and also the peer feedback help learners to recognize the importance of empathy and empathy and communication in relationships. Reflection and in future practice, communication is a skill. Communication skills are essential for creating meaningful learning experience. They build trust, clarify expectation, and encourage participation. As a future educator, I will continue to develop this skill to support positive and inclusive classroom culture where I believe action, practice, consider a way to improvement and self-assessment action is the key. Challenges that I anticipate, such a language barrier, culture misunderstanding. To overcome this, I plan to use visual aids, real life example, maintaining open communication, encouraging empathy and active participation will help to reduce conflict and promote inclusion. My conclusion, instructional communication is at the heart of effective teaching. Respecting diversity improves the classroom sense of community. In addition to being a consistency with life orientation goal, JLZ has equipped me with the skills to communicate clearly and manage diversity and foster inclusivity, essential qualities for every future educator.